In the name of the Father, and the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Male and female, he created them. We must now ask ourselves, who were the first man and the first woman? The answer that we receive from Revelation is Adam and Eve. The answer that we receive from science, which is true, is that we came from two individual parents. The genetic coding, the genetic family that we all belong to can be traced back to a beginning of two individuals. So the first man and the first woman were Adam and Eve, the parents of the whole human race. Their names literally mean the father and mother of all the living. So pretty profound reality which science and religion are in complete agreement with. They can never contradict each other. If there is a contradiction, it's on the side of human science, because the divine science is infallibly true. And it gives light and expands our understanding to go further with the human science, because the God of science is the God of revelation. There can be no contradiction. So this gets us into a little bit the theory of evolution. So the theory of evolution teaches that higher forms of life come from lower forms of life. There is no scientific proof for this. There's no scientific evidence that human bodies came from lower animals. Remember earlier we talked about the principle that like makes like. Humans make humans. Humans will never give birth to monkeys. Humans will never give birth to cats or dogs. Cats or dogs will never give birth to human beings. Monkeys will never give birth to human beings. It's just a reality which we see in nature and is confirmed by science. Like makes like. There's also another principle that the greater does not come from the lesser. So that which is a material existence, which is us, human beings, incarnate spirits, we cannot make anything spiritual, because the only power that we have to make is material in the material world. We can try as hard as we want, but the human being will never be able to create an immaterial rational soul. It's completely impossible. That's why at the moment of conception, in the mother's womb, the most sacred place, the sanctuary of life, when that which the mother provides and that which the father provides unite, science has proved this. There's a flash of light when life begins. And it's in that moment that God infuses the immaterial rational soul into the material reality that the parents have provided. And a human being comes into existence at the moment of conception. So there's profound consequences for that, which our law should reflect, the dignity of life, which begins at conception, which is affirmed by science and affirmed by religion. But nevertheless, the consequences for us are that God may have used some evolutionary process. We don't know. It's not proven. Revelation does not say that. If it was proven, I mean, the church would be open to working with that and uniting that with Catholic doctrine. But the reality is, it's just not that way. That there was a particular point in time when human beings came into existence. Body and soul, rational soul with the human body, which it's meant to be perfectly united to in one composite. It's not accidental that we're humans, but it's God's will. It's what we're born with. Remember, nature, human nature, the word itself comes from what you're born with. So there's only two possibilities, which can bring some clarity to our confused world. But we're either born with, we're male or female. There's two options. It's not that difficult. And we need to be true to our nature, because we're being true to the author of our nature, and we do God's will in that way. But Revelation confirms, and science should, if it's honest, acknowledge the fact that human beings are specifically unique in its species, and that we have come at a certain point into existence. And science can't explain that, but Revelation can. because it's divine science, it's divine knowledge, which gets us into the mystery of God's plan for creation, which we are only the proofreaders of. We're the creatures, not the creator. We need to make this distinction and keep it clear. So Adam and Eve, our first parents, we are all members of the family of Adam and Eve. For better, or when it comes to original sin and its effects, maybe for worse, we'll see. May Almighty God bless you, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.